Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. We're here at the dam, and we have a time door right here that's labeled maintenance access, and we're going to go through it to get a Glaxton valve, I believe it's called. Let's hope that repeated exposure to these isn't going to give your ancestors cancer. Oh, it's sepia toned again. Dean Bro's door delivery. Pipe shoes. These don't make any sense, but you're just going to have to roll with it. Helps you get around. I'm guessing... Let me see what that does. I hate that noise. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to the vampire boots, because they don't make any noise. I guess it stands to reason that a structure this big would need more than one truck's worth of concrete. This one is empty. Some careless dam worker has abandoned a toolbox here. Their loss is my gain. Add +1 hot armor to a pair of pants, and I got an all. This truck is even heavier than a regular truck. Why did you give me the option if I can't fish? Hey, Bruce. Hey, Bruce says nobody who ain't on the crew is allowed on the site. Bruce? Yeah, Bruce, the foreman. Lieutenant Bruce. Ah, jeez. The man clutches his stomach. Are you alright? Just starving is all. Rest of the crew went to lunch, but somebody has to stay here and keep all the rubberneckers and looky-loos off the site. I drew the short pants. Short pants? Do you mean straw? Now, we've got these 6 little pairs of pants we found when we cleared out a nest of fairies. I see. Can I have them? No, because then we'd have no way of picking who stands guard. Oh man, I can't believe how hungry I am. Feels like I'm gonna turn inside out. What about the table over there that says lunch? There's a reason everybody else left the site to eat, pal. You don't want to eat what Bruce considers lunch. How bad could it be? Is it jellied eels or something? Man, I'd kill for a jellied eel. Nah, it's old Cola War MREs. More like MCWDWEs, if you ask me. More like, what? Meals construction workers don't want to eat. Listen, these hunger pangs are making it hard to concentrate on my jokes here. Cut me some slack, pal. That sounds awful. That's because it is awful. Do you want something to eat? Do you want a freshly baked roll? Oh, wow, thank you. Okay. How much food would I have to give him? I don't have that much food. Alright. Until then... Alright. I'm just checking to see... Ooh. If I have... spray and asbestos. Alright, they're already fireproof. I can add some physical armor to them. Add the rivets. You place the rivets on your pants, making the pants with more rivets on them than they had before. Riveted fireproof mildewed pants. Nice. Alright. I'll fight him. No. How much food do I have? Let's see. I'll give him the sardines. It's toast with gel, the cheese loaf. He's starting to look a little less hungry and a little more relaxed. Let's see how much he needs. Toast with gel. If you had to describe his current mood, you'd probably say he's 60% sleepy and 40% hungry. Oh boy. Okay, so 2 more, probably. No, that's not what I wanted. So let's give him the cheese loaf and the roll. Food isn't that hard to come by. Cheese loaf. He's almost asleep, but still looks just a little bit hungry. And... Ugh. I can only eat one of a given thing each day. Doctor's orders. Okay. Alright. How about the refried bread? Oh well, thank you. He greedily devours it. Finally satiated, he slumps to the ground and falls fast asleep. Aw. Alright. Let's see. How much XP do I have? Okay. Well, since I got rid of a bunch of stuff that would have given me Sleaze armor, I'm gonna buy this. Yes. Alright. So I have 26 unspent XP now. Arthropod Affinity looks good. I might do that next. Alright. And let's check my books too. To see if there's anything else. Just not right now. 40, no. 50, okay. This guy is in a well-deserved food coma. Nice. The sign says lunch, but what's on the table isn't identifiable as anything you'd want to eat. Claxman screws, grafted nuts, ooh, an outhouse. This brick outhouse is extremely well constructed. There's a bunch of water pooled in the basin. Handful of clean water. Surprise! It's full of water. You should leave the rest for people who need to use this room for its intended purpose. There's a book on the floor. Complete Sports Almanac, 1880 to 1890. Ah, somebody was trying to relieve their boredom by reading lists of numbers. Oh wow, a sports almanac. With this, you can take advantage of time travel to base lots of bets on upcoming... Wait, damn it. Throw ball, deal 5 physical damage. Alright. Yeah, I got XP. I have 51 now. And let's get Arthropod Affinity. I like having max AP. More max AP, I should say. Alright. Waxman discs, Braxton cords, Frampton picks, Glaxton valves. There's only one left. Good thing you got here when you did. It's a brand new 11-year-old Glaxton valve. It's a good thing they're building that dam. It'd be a shame if future generations got to enjoy this beautiful forest. Alright. I fed that guy a lot of stuff. Hopefully I don't regret that. I felt like he didn't deserve to, you know, be beaten up. Oh. This pump is missing its Glaxton valve. That's because I took the one that it needed. Alright, let's go back to the map and wander a little bit. You see a faded billboard advertising some kind of crystal shop. Crystal's Crystal Dream Valley Crystal Shop. Let's take a detour to the crystal store. There is nothing on the shelves. The proprietress of this empty store has nothing to proprietor. What do you sell here? What do you think? Nothing. You're dead right, aren't you? And that's funny, don't you think? Because you'd really think that a crystal store next to a crystal mine would sell crystals, wouldn't you? Please, you're using too many italics. I can't focus. I'm going to say I would, yes. Let me tell you a little story about a young woman whose name is me. Ooh, I love little stories. My parents wanted me to go straight to college, so that's what I did. But college girls, they're only thinking about one thing, getting a degree so they can work in a mine. I'm not like regular girls, lady. I want to sell the things that come out of a mine. Sure, gases and such. So I dropped out and moved across 13 states to the best crystal mine in the country. But when I arrived, the mine was out of business. And now so am I, before I even got started. So what are you still doing here? Well, I ain't selling crystals, so it's plan B, which is frowning. She looks like me, but not smiling. I missed why you wanted to sell crystals specifically. My name is Crystal. That doesn't mean you have to sell crystals. Yeah, but it just means I got fewer nouns to keep in my head. Want me to check out that mine? Yeah, and break me off a couple crystals, you were thinking? Not asking you to clear out the whole mine, lady. With just a few crystals, I can afford to send my whole sorority down there. I'll see what I can do. And let's talk to Molly. This whole time travel deal is kind of mind-blowing. I'm not quite sure how to react to it. It's okay. Shame the past is such a flat tire. You're bored with time travel? No guns, no jazz, no dancing? Kitty, we left the past behind for a reason. Alright. Let's go to the mine. Ah, nuts. Hold the line. I stepped in some kind of weird mushrooms. Spores all over my good dancing shoes, for crying out loud. Dancing as in actual dancing or as in a back alley shootout? Why'd I want a different pair for each? They ain't that dissimilar. She wipes the spores off her high heels with a leaf and hands it to you as though you'll know what to do with it. A handful of mushroom spores with visible aroma lines wafting off of them. Increases mysticality by 1 and damage of magical weapon attacks by 3. That's not relevant to me. Pull the boards off. This elevator has rusted into a state of total functionlessness. You trivially yank the boards from their mooring. Oh boy, another door. Cabinet is securely locked. This little radio is playing some big man music. There's nothing on this desk except a very old pink slip. The reason for termination is listed as shirking of elevator maintenance duties. This filing cabinet is newer than the rest of the furniture, but it's still pretty wrecked. Flip file flip-flops. Yep, just some shoes that probably made sense to somebody at some point. Office equipment or footwear, can't it be both? Alright, let's check out the shoes. I don't understand this one. Alright. I still like the vampire boots. I guess we're going back in time again. A desk with nothing on, in, or under, or behind it. A huge disappointment, really. It's a 1906 calendar. Alright. What do my notes say? I know I made a note. 1692. 06. Mine. That seems good. Yes. Okay. What's this cage? An empty bird cage. They must have run out of canaries. This version of the cabinet is unlocked. Unfortunately, this version of the cabinet is empty. There's a jacket hanging on the coat rack, which I guess makes it technically a jacket rack. Gumbuckle mine cabinet key. Okay, so that'll probably work in the future. It's an elevator that leads down to the main shaft. Write it down. Oof. I remember there were a lot of mines in west of Loathing. This table is bare, except for a note reading, IOU 1 helmet. This cabinet is labeled dynamite storage, and it is extremely locked. A very large, oddly spherical rock. It has a hole drilled into it. Shine your flashlight in the hole. Your flashlight reveals sparkly colored crystals inside. It's a geode. That's fun. Okay. So, that was kind of pointless. The support beam is lousy with termites. Can I do anything with the termites? I'm an insectologist after all. Okay. I guess there's nothing I can do. I gotta go back to the present and use the key. Open the can. This can is labeled elevator grease, so don't go thinking you can use it to lubricate a ramp or a staircase or a funicular. Oh, it's too far gone for grease to help at this point. You really hope somebody got fired for doing such a terrible job of taking care of this elevator. Okay. But what am I supposed to do? Grease it up in the past? Give it a good greasing. This thing will run like a charm for at least 22 years. Okay. So now I go back to the present and use the elevator. The elevator has been remarkably well maintained. Nice work. Write it down. Okay. There's a big crack in the wall. A massive cave-in. Actually, I suppose it's technically a mine-in. This way is completely blocked off with fallen debris. Alright. Do I have like a pickaxe or something? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to do something else in the past? Where the wall is? I don't like going back and forth like this. What else am I supposed to do? Alright. I guess can I go back to the crystal store and tell her that there were no crystals in it? I guess that's all I can do, because it says that I don't have a side quest anymore. So I guess all I can do is no. No. Go back to the crystal store. A cheeky squirrel challenges you to a race. It's a difficult course involving several jumps and climbs. Race this fool, or never race a rodent. I can't race them, unfortunately. I'm still working on it. That's alright. The important thing is that you're alive, and it doesn't matter that I forgot to send a canary down there first. Do I have to do something with the geode? That must be it. You see a familiar-looking person heading towards you on the path. As they get near, you realize the reason she looks so familiar is because she looks exactly like you. Hello. Hi, are you a clone, or is this a time paradox, or what? Turns out it's a time paradox, I guess. Wow, crazy. I agree, high five. The two of you, literally speaking, exchange a friendly high five. Wish her luck. Okay, well, I should get going. Yeah, me too. Good luck. Yeah, me too. Huh? Oh, haha. I'll have to remember that one. You did. Okay. Alright. I forgot to switch the time back. Oh, there's nothing on this desk except an old Employee of the Month award certificate. This award was made out to Herbert Gutchins, but for all anybody knows, that could be your name. Flash it to increase your maximum and current HP by your mysticality. Okay, that's fun. Alright. I must have to do something with that geode. I am really stumped. Oh, you know what? I probably have to go to the newspaper place. Alright. Because I saw the date. I saw the date on the calendar. And yeah. Alright. Bus stop. Let's go to Ocean City. And where am I going? Oh yeah, the newspaper office. 1906. Alright, this is... Alright, so... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's take a gander at the 1692 thing, though. No, that's too far back. Okay. Oh. What's this one? This morning, a new sculpture was revealed in Goldthwaite Park, donated by Ocean City Comptroller Margaret Smudged. The sculpture, which consists of 5 jagged, pointed rocks arranged in a rough circle on small concrete plinths, has been variously described as avant-garde. Thrillingly pointy and fine, I guess. Wait, are you writing this down? Hi, Mom, by interested onlookers. Well, okay then. The Port Quad. Okay. That was kind of a useless. Secure buildings and loans. What's this? The door to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is the maximum possible level of security. What about 4 locks? In 1928, 4-lock systems are still dismissed as an unachievable liberal fantasy. Look under the welcome mat. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to lift the welcome mat, you need to know what you're looking for first. A key. And there it is. The security at this bank is inconsistent. Secure Building and Loan kept a spare key under the front doormat. That might have something to do with why the bank is out of business. There's some hobo code here. Sandwich, April 18th, 1858. Ooh. 1858? A flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date, so that's what that code was all about. You're not exactly sure where this meat came from, but if pressed, you'd say a pig. And clears his physical armor. Yeah, I wasn't so worried about giving that guy food, because, you know. Alright, use the key. I was saying, I wasn't so worried about giving that guy food, because food is pretty easy to come by. The door's locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the great hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's banking sector. Each of the 3 heads has a name: Phylax, Methophon, and Sneaky Pete, and a keyhole deep in its maw. Phylax? The head of Phylax lets the key inside easily enough, but offers up incredible resistance when you try to turn it. Heracles would have to use up all 12 labors just to get this thing going. The key fits in the hole alright, but it's a labyrinth in the cylinder. You turn and hear click after click, but nothing results. And something sneaky about this Pete, alright. 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 My notes. Cerberus locks. Yes. Alright. 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 I guess I never really looked so far this way. Oh, I went in the street and they honked at me. Oh, since we're here, let's bring the booze to Fancy Dan. I found this case of rum. A little bit of island nectar, eh? I found this case of vodka. Gotta be careful with this stuff. Might end up drinking you. Alright, vodka gives muscle, and rum gives moxie. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'll go to the bus stop again. I'm really stumped about this whole thing at the mine. Oh, you hear raised voices and sounds of a commotion nearby, and head in that direction to check it out. As you get near, the voices become clear. Someone's yelling for help. You pick up the pace and soon find a small glade in the middle of the woods, filled with odd little structures and large, beautifully colored butterflies. Something feels a bit off about the whole scene, though, so instead of rushing in, you crouch in the bushes and creep around the perimeter, looking for the source of the yelling. One group of the butterflies is nearer to the bushes than the others, and as you get closer to them, you can see they have little human bodies. They're fairies! Wow, real fairies, just like in the, fairy tales. They seem to be giggling maniacally about something. Hee 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 hee! I think we ought to mess with them, Mike. They're creepy. Aw, shut up, Jim. I ain't afraid of some weird butterflies. That sounded uncannily like regular-sized human voices. Weird. Are they mimics, like parrots? Hey, get off of my ear, you little varmint! What the? Ah, my eye, my eye! Ah, get it off me! Hee. Huh. They always seem much nicer in the bedtime stories. Maybe deal with it later. Alright. I'm gonna take one more look around this office. Ah! Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do with that right now, so yeah, because there's no side quest note, which is weird because it said it was a side quest, I'm going to write a new note. Crystal mine. That seems good. Yes. Alright. Alright, in the time I have left, I think I'm gonna go back to the lighthouse and give the lighthouse keeper this Laxton thing. You watch a skittery movement out of the corner of your eye, and quickly turn to face, well, nothing, it turns out. You were ready to face a bunch of spiders or something, but there's nothing here but shadows. It must have just been some tree branches moving in the wind or something. Oh no, wait, it's the shadows. The shadows are just literally also spiders, it turns out. Let's fight them. Okay. Oh, they all have a lot of... They all have a lot of HP. Let's do this. Alright. And do this. They're all going for Shelly. Okay. So that's good to know. They can take more than 5 damage per turn. They just can't take it all from one source. That's fun. Alright, do I have anything that will cure poison? I mean... I don't really need to do anything. Molly will be fine. And the spider will take poison damage. Nice. You won! It might seem a little weird that your regular physical weapons can damage these weird shadow creatures, but hey, why argue with success? Shelly got +1 to all stats. I haven't found a lot of familiars since the very beginning of the game. Alright, let's install the Glaxton valve. Fortunately, the place where it slots in is clearly labeled. The lighthouse keeper, confirmed. Hi. Hello again. I installed the valve. Yeah, I've been watching the water level through the window here. Should be dry enough for our purposes now. Come on upstairs. He disappears through the door behind him. Most lighthouses have a somewhat bigger lamp. An empty and wet bookshelf. Good thing he had his book downstairs. A box of spare 60-watt light bulbs. You only use 60-watt light bulbs? Don't need much. Ain't that big a lake. Huh. Well, here we are. Welcome to where the magic happens. Magic? Sure. Fiat lux. Heh. Old lighthouse keeper joke. So, can I have the compass now? What? No, certainly not. I need that. But... you asked if I had an old compass, and I said I did, and that I'd show it to you. Never said nothing about giving it to you. Oh, well, I really need it. So do I. I gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often, and I need a good compass to show me which one is the north one. What if I get you a new one? Nope, I said a good one. The new ones ain't any use at all. Why not? Because of how they changed them. What? Changed the compasses? They didn't teach you that in school? Folks got short memories. It was only round about the turn of the century. Some Atlas company bought the patent on West and rebranded it as New North. Then they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now, and that's useless for my purposes. Can't you see which way is west and extrapolate from that, like, 90 degrees? Like, 90 degrees from west must be north, you know? Just my thoughts. Doesn't seem like it would be totally useless. Okay, well, how about I find you another old one then? If you can find another pre-New North compass in at least as good a condition as mine, then sure, I'll swap you. Don't really get what the point of that would be, though, since you already have one. Well, it's a long story. Never mind, then. Here, maybe this'll help you. Most of the old compasses got radium paint on the dial so you can read them at night. This old Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation from that. The newest innovation of the Hey Really Company. This device allows you to detect radiation by making an annoying clicking noise whenever any is nearby. Where should I start? Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays, and if I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard. Neat, thanks.